Purpose. You know, as long as space is an actual place, then the sky is not the limit. That's the deal. I want to preface these next few videos by throwing out some universal laws. Now, these laws are subject to change only because we don't fully understand why they exist. Plus, we don't fully understand how they work, but they do exist. And thus far, reality, as we know it, is bound by them. Don't be scared. This is science. And science is simply us looking to understand our true master, the universe itself. Let's go. So, the law of conservation of energy. The total energy of an isolated system remains constant, meaning that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed or transferred from one form to another. Mass, an object that takes up space, is related to energy and vice versa. Mass energy as a whole is conserved. This means that any object with mass itself can be converted to pure energy and vice versa, though this is believed to be possible only under extreme conditions. A thermodynamic system is a body of matter and or radiation confined in space by walls with defined permeabilities which separate it from its surroundings. The surroundings may include other thermodynamic systems or physical systems that are not thermodynamic themselves. Let's break that down. Thermodynamic means dealing with all forms of energy. The human body is thermo because of the chemical processes it uses to create energy and consequently heat. Food energy is chemical energy that animals and humans derive from food. We call them calories. The body is dynamic because it goes through constant, and I mean constant, change, especially on the cellular level. Here's a fun fact. You'll have a completely new set of cells in 7 to 10 years. It takes a while, but it happens. Notice how in society, things change with each decade. Isn't that coincidental? 2020 is the start of the next decade. Shit is gonna change, people. Message? Anyway, you are a body of matter. And yes, you do emit radiation in the form of heat from your body. So both matter and radiation emission apply to you. The space that you're confined to is your skin. But really, the space is larger than that. As a mobile system, you're only confined as the entire universe allows. The sky is not the limit for a human or a beast. Your walls of defined permeability are also your skin. It keeps your heat energy in to an extent, and it also lets things into your system as well, like energy from the sun and more. But on a whole, it does separate you from your surroundings. Without skin, shit would be pretty rough. The other thermodynamic systems you're surrounded by are other humans, beasts, and assorted man-made systems. You are a type of thermodynamic system. I just wanted to point out how complex and wondrous your body and existence actually is. The universe is a kind of system as well, just another type. Again, in this reality, there are levels. I speak about this in many of my videos. There are laws that bind the reality that we exist in, which means that there are natural fail-safes that exist to keep these laws in place. A fail-safe is something that a system activates in the event of something going wrong. Purpose, the stars, the planets, the distance between them, it can all be measured. The Earth rotates on its axis, staying in place. The sun, a giant reactor millions of miles away, but just far enough to heat this planet. Check out the solar system, the circular motion of the planets. And outside of our solar system lies our galaxy, the Milky Way. This is an artist's interpretation because we don't have anything that allows us to see outside our entire galaxy. But let's ride with this image. The Milky Way kind of has the same kind of symmetry as our solar system. Our system revolves around the sun. That's why we call it a solar system. However, the galaxy we live in rotates around a big ass black hole. Yep, at some point, our entire solar system and our galaxy is going to get sucked in and transformed into God knows what. But I'm moving too fast. Check out the circular motion of our galaxy and our own solar system. As the galaxy spins, with stars and entire solar systems we can only imagine, so too do we. As above, so below. Why do children love drawing spirals? There are things we will never know for sure, but one thing we can agree on is that this universe, and by extension, our reality, is not one of chaos. No, for there to be even such a word, such a concept as stability, then order must be a constant, and it is. Current science says that there's more matter in the universe than antimatter. If they were both the exact same amount, then they would cause an explosion, probably another Big Bang. This is not an antimatter universe. This reality is made for thoughts to become actual objects. It is a builder's universe. Purpose. From the very start, there was a bang. And from that bang, eventual order began to assert itself. And then the formation of matter began. When a bomb is dropped, there's an explosion, destruction, the dispersal of atoms, molecules, and then eventual silence, the settling of those atoms, chaos turning into eventual order. The fail-safe kicks in. A cup of coffee, hot as hell, represents how fast the molecules are moving, chaos. But eventually, the molecules slow down and the water cools down. And if left alone, the coffee gets cold as hell. This universe and our reality likes to chill versus being all over the place. Hell, the core of the earth and the sun as well. The only reason they're hot is because of the chemical reactions constantly going on inside of them. But one day, inevitably, the sun will go nova, destroying the earth, and then it too will chill. The earth will do so as well. Because in our universe, all things have an ending before they begin again. These are the rules. This is the order of things. The rules are bound by what we call energy, fundamental forces, gravity, electromagnetism, strong force and weak force, quantum particles, and even so-called God particles. They surround and permeate every single thing that has mass. Even now, scientists are beginning to rethink the blackness of space. They know now that what they thought was quote-unquote nothing is incorrect. Dark matter, what the old philosophers called the fifth element, aether, is real. So now we know there is no such thing as no thing. No such thing as empty, not as long as the quantum level exists. You see, the universe is expanding, and as part of this universe, we have a responsibility to advance with it. Consciousness must be raised, and you do this by becoming aware. You cannot be fully aware if your senses are compromised. If there are rules, then there is order, purpose, a rhyme, and reason. If things can be measured, if we can appreciate the symmetry of something, then there is a sort of harmony. In harmony, each note complements the other. Things work only if they go the right way. But this universe is dope because in spite of this order, it allows us to go left before showing us the right way in order to build, to create matter, to advance. It's possible that there are no mistakes in this universe. Could it be that those who advance civilization by showing strength of character, loyalty, bravery, and empathy despite everything around them, could those people be vessels for the force, the energy of order in this universe? Because as we well know, the universe makes lots of stars, but sometimes it makes planets.